all the way till the end of the sadhana, to Shavasana. Even if you're just kind of sitting. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale the knees, the chest, the chin to the floor. Ashtanga Namaskar. Press into the floor, lift the chest, slide forward, Bhujangasana. And exhale, tuck the toes under, push the seat back to the heels, lift the knees up. Downward facing dog. Let's do that again. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, push seat to heels, lift the knees up, downward facing dog. If you don't want to assist today, raise a leg and down dog split. Thank you. If you don't want lotions, raise a leg and down dog. Thank you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Spread the fingers a little more. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Soften the knees. Slowly walk the feet toward the hands. Keep the feet about hips width distance apart. Hands about 6 to 8 inches in front of the feet. Modified Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Now soften the knees. Put a little bend in the knees. Look at the windows. Bring the arms behind the back and clasp the hands together in a fist. So your belly touches the thighs and you're looking at the windows like you're about to dive into a swimming pool. Sometimes this is called diver's seat. I don't know if that's accurate or not. And then on your exhale, fold over your legs. Lift your arms away from the body. On the inhale, bend the knees, look up, roll the shoulder blades back toward the spine and down toward the mirrors. Diver's seat. Then exhale, fold over the legs, lift the arms away from the body. Inhale, bend the knees, look up, roll the shoulders back, diver's seat. Exhale, fold over the straight legs. Good. On your inhale, bend the knees, look up, roll the shoulders back. Stay here. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, fold over the legs, lift the arms away from the body. Now inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs in front of you, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. Just like you do in our Surya Namaskars. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, take arms behind the back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs in front of you, stand up, straighten the legs, arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten arms and legs. One more time. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees, put the hands down next to the feet, step the right foot back into a long lunge. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward to a plank. Exhale, dropping down to the knees. Bring the knees to touch each other. Bring the toes toward the edge of the mat. Come sit in Virasana. Hero seat. Oh, you can sit on a block. You can sit on a blanket. You can sit on 2 blocks. You can sit on 2 blankets. Whatever you need to kind of make yourself comfortable in hero seat. My teachers used to put us on hero seat all the time for Dharma talks. All right. So we're going to chant. So I gave everybody a little piece of paper. We're going to chant from the Bhagavad Gita. But first, I'm going to just, let's do one round of the Guru mantra. Everybody knows this one. 3 ohms. Om. Om. Call and response. Guru Brahma, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat, Guru Sakshat, Param Brahma, Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Together one time. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat, Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Now, look at your little piece of paper I gave you. You can reach out and get it if you don't have it. Or we'll do this as a call and response too. I'll sing it all the way through, then we'll sing it together. Bahu nimi vayatatitani janmani tavacharjuna tanya hamvera sarvani natava vera param tapa. Try it. Bahu nimi vayatitani janmani tavacharjuna tanyaham veda sarvani tanvatava veda parantapa. Let's do it again. Bahu nimi vayatitani janmani tavacharjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natava veda parantapa. The Guru mantra. Guru Brahma, the beginning of a cycle. Guru Vishnu, the middle of a cycle. Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, the ending of a cycle. Guru Sakshat, the teachings that are nearby. Param Brahma, the teachings that feel far away. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, I humbly bow down to the Guru, the remover of ignorance, the enlightenment principle that is within me and surrounds me at all times. Only if I open my eyes and see it, I have to see it. So the seeker, the seer becomes the seen, right? And then from the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is stating to Arjuna, look, both you and I have had many births together. You have forgotten them all, while I remember them all. And the idea and the concept of reincarnation, I was once talking to my friend Devdutt Panaik, who's, if you don't know who he is, he's a very famous writer in India. He's written like over 40 books. He writes about mythology. And he's very, very interesting person. He was actually trained as a medical doctor, and he left medicine and he wanted to teach mythology, but he teaches it very much like medicine. He looks at it and analyzes it like very scientifically. So he's takes a very interesting approach. And one day I asked him, I said, where does the concept of reincarnation come from? And he looked at me and he said, the monsoons, of course. And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, he said, you've never lived through a monsoon cycle. And he said, before the monsoons come, everything's desolate and dry and dead. And he said, and then the rains come, and all of a sudden the rains bring back life, and life comes to us, and then like the gardens bloom, and everything becomes really lush and tropical. But then as the monsoons leave, the heat comes back and everything dries up and dies. And he said, and it's a very exact cycle in the earth that creates these rains that come all the way from Australia up to India, and then create this cycle of life, death, and rebirth. And he said, it's people watching nature. And so a lot of times we wonder, where does this idea and this concept of a single life tradition comes from, right? And, really it was the Egyptians who believed in a single life, right? They were the ones, and they had a little bit of like the Nile would flood and bring in some water to the edges of the river, but then the Nile would recede and everything would die. But around Egypt, it's pretty harsh. There's not a lot of life going on out there in the Sinai desert. And so the Egyptians saw it as like, oh, well, this is just a single life situation, and everything's going to be better on the other side. So you thought, oh, I can take everything with me. I can put it in a tomb, and I'll just go to the other side of the wall of the tomb, and everything will be the same as it was on this side. But all these things are theories, but these are theories of how ancient people interacted with nature. They observed nature, and then they responded to it spiritually. And each has a different point of view about how things happen. I don't want to try to convince anybody that like reincarnation is real and the other is not. I think you should open your eyes to the cycles you see and start to analyze it spiritually for yourself, within yourself. Like, what happens after this cycle is over? And yoga gets you to allow yourself to seek, to see, and then be seen. Come onto the hands and knees. Thank you for sitting in Virasana for so long. Extend the right leg back into a long lunge. Give the right knee a little break. Then drop down to the right knee. Extend the left leg back, a little lunge. Give the left knee a little break. Then drop down to the left knee. Tuck the toes under. Push the seat to the heels. Lift the knees up. Come back to a downward facing dog again. Giving both knees a little break. Virasana is really good for your knees, actually. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward in between the hands. Exhale, the right foot next to the left and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs, arch back. Then exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. Bring the hands together in undulating mudra. Set a higher intention for the sadhana today. That idea of understanding the cycles, understanding how we work within nature and the universe. We are part of that cycle. We're not separate from it. Sometimes being human, we feel a little separate from it. We like to think we are, at least. And exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. With straight legs, inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fish, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, right foot steps all the way back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog, lifting hips. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to earth. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back onto heels, lifting knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right foot stepping forward. Exhale, left foot meets right, fold over legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, fold forward, arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot all the way back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right foot meets left, fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana mountain seat. And that was one whole cycle. On the inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, right foot steps all the way back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back onto heels, lift knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left foot meeting right, fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot steps all the way back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back to heels, lift knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step left foot in between hands. Exhale, right foot meeting left, fold over legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs, and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana. So if I were to ask you to do that cycle by yourself, could you do it? No? Yes? Maybe? Okay, I'm going to teach it to you one more time. When I teach it to you, say it to yourself in your head. Repeat with me what I'm saying, because we're going to do it 4 times in total. This will be the 3rd time. The 4th time, you're going to do that complete cycle by yourself without looking at somebody's doing on the other side. All right. Exhale everything out. Say it with me. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, step right foot all the way back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to earth. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot in between hands, lunge. Exhale, left foot meets right, fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, left foot forward, lunge. Exhale, right foot meeting left, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana and mountain seat. One more time like that on your own. On the inhale, begin. All right. Good, everybody. So it's not about getting it right or wrong, but it is about today's lesson is about noticing what you did, understanding the cycle of what you did, and taking it into the memory of the DNA. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to teach you something on the right side. On the left side, you're going to have to do it by yourself. So you got to focus and pay attention to the cycle, because on the left side, the cycle is going to be yours. Okay? So exhale everything out. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, put the hands down, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the head and chest, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step, jump, walk back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1, and stay in Warrior 1. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side on your own. Begin. And we'll all meet in down dog. Good. Adding on to that. On the inhale, step the right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Stay. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, opening arms and hips, Warrior 2. Inhale, extending the right leg. Exhale, reaching to the right. Right hand down on right shin. Left arm lifts up, Triangle Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. So this right leg's going to be straight. Exhale 2, not bent. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, lifting all the way up to stand. Then exhale, bend the right knee, Warrior 2, and stay. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side on your own. Remember to count the breaths. Remember how many times breath counts you stayed in each asana. Remembering the sequence of events, the Vinyasa krama. Vinyasa meaning V means sequence, Nyasa means to place with consciousness, but then krama, the understanding of the sequence of events all the way to the end. Understanding the ending. The transformation that happens. And when everybody's in down dog, that's when I'll know that everybody has finished that cycle on the left. And know if you're adding on to things, like, did you do a chaturanga and a little up dog at the end of that? I don't know, maybe. Did you just do a down dog? Did you stay in it for 4 breaths or 5 breaths? Just little details. On the inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1, stay. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale, opening arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, extending the right leg. Exhale, reaching to the right, right hand down. Inhale, left arm lifts up, triangle trikonasana again. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lifting all the way up to a stand. Then exhale, bend the right knee, warrior 2, and stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, extend the right leg, 1 breath. Exhale, rebend the right knee. Place the right hand down outside the right foot. I like a block for that so that you're not laying on your right thigh. Then inhale, reach the left arm toward the windows, looking into the left palm, extended angle. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, place the left hand down. Exhale, extend the right leg, move the left foot forward. You can turn the hip in or you can turn the left foot out today, like old school. I don't care. Lift the head and chest, pull the right hip back. Then exhale, fold over the extended right leg, Parvottanasana. I would watch how you can really press your palms down. Do that. Now, really, it changes the scapula. That fingernail thing kind of jacks up your scapula. Exhale, 3. People don't think that what it's doing in the back. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the right knee. Step back to a downward facing dog. Left side on your own. Begin. Count the breaths to yourself. All right. And when we all meet in the down dog, I'll know to add on. On the inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana, one, stay. Exhale, one, inhale. Exhale, two, inhale. Exhale, three, inhale. Exhale, four, inhale. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior two. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, reaching to the right, right hand down. Left arm lifts up into the air, triangle. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale, lifting all the way up, stand. Then exhale, bend the right knee, Virabhadrasana two, stay. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, rebend the right knee, right hand outside right foot. Inhale, left arm alongside the left ear. Uttita Parshvottanasana, or extended angle A. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. On the inhale, place the left hand down. Exhale, extend the right leg. Move the left foot forward till the heel is on the ground. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Pull the right hip back. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Parvottanasana. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale, good. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale, lift head and chest. Exhale, bend both the knees. Bring the left knee to the floor underneath the left hip. Come into a kneeling position. Kneeling, inhale, lift the head and chest. Raise the arms up alongside the ears like you're in a lunge. Then exhale, bring the hands together in the center of the chest. Twist over to the right. The left arm comes on the outside of the right leg. Then on the inhale, lift the left knee up, extending the left leg. Standing spinal twist, Parivrtta Parshvottanasana. Inhale, good. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Then inhale, come back to center, hands on floor, frame right foot. Exhale, bring left knee to outside of right foot and sit down. Ardha Matsyendrasana, seated spinal twist. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Then exhale, twist over to the right. Left elbow on outside of right leg. Right hand comes behind you. Good for you. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale, come center. Exhale, counter twist over to the left. Inhale, come center, and exhale to swing the right leg behind you and step back to a downward facing dog. There you go. Left side on your own. Begin. Remember, you're having to say it to yourself in your own head. That's how you keep aware of where you are in the vinyasa. You have to count it to yourself, and then you have to say it to yourself. You just kind of wing your way through it. As you add more and more, it gets more and more complicated to remember. Right? So Krishna says to Arjuna, we have lived many lives together. You have forgotten them all, and I have remembered them. So at what point in this cycle of rebirth do you start to forget? Is it after the first birth? Or is it like after about the 10th or 12th time you do it, it all kind of starts like becoming like images being in a blender in your head, being all chopped up into a smoothie and you forget? All right, and we'll all meet in a down dog. Has anybody been counting the cycles? Has anybody kept up with how many cycles you actually have, how many lives you've lived? That's kind of the interesting one too. Let's add on a life. On the inhale, step the right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana, one, stay. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior two. Inhale, extending the right leg. Exhale, reaching to the right, right hand down, left arm lifts, triangle. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale, lifting all the way up to stand. Then exhale, bend the right knee, Virabhadrasana, two. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale, extend the right leg, one breath. Exhale, rebend the right knee. Place the right hand outside the right foot. Inhale, left arm alongside left ear. Uttita Parshvokonasana. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. On the inhale, place the left hand down. Exhale, extend the right leg. Move the left foot forward a little bit. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Pull right hip back. Exhale, fold, Parvottanasana. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, lift head and chest. Exhale, bend both knees, left knee to the earth, underneath the left hip. Inhale, lift torso up, arms alongside the ears. Exhale, bring the hands together in the center of the chest, twist over to the right, left arm on the outside of the right thigh. If stable, inhale, lift the left knee up, Parivrita Parshvottanasana. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, then inhale, come center, put hands on floor, frame right foot. Exhale, left knee to outside of right foot, sitting down, Ardha Matsyendrasana. On the inhale, lift the left arm up alongside the left ear. Exhale, twisting over to the right, looking in the mirror behind you. Inhale. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, then inhale, come center. Exhale, counter twist over to the left. Inhale, come center and set up for Gomukhasana, seat of the cow face. Squeeze the thighs together, bring the right knee on top of the left. Your heels are kind of in line with each other. I mean, if you're going to reincarnate, you should always come back as a cow once. And then sit down in between your ankles. Yeah, you can sit on a block or a blanket for that. Now we're going to put that little bind in here too, okay? So bring the left arm behind you. Reach your left arm up to the middle of the back. It's always harder for me with the bottom one, so I start with the bottom. You can start with the top if you want to. Right arm lifts up, bend the right elbow, and then see if you can interlace your fingers. Or hold on to your shirt or hold on to your ponytail. That's also good. Lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward. Bring your chin in front of the right knee, making the face of a cow. Gomukhasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. And inhale, lift the head and chest. Release the bind. Place the hands on the floor in front of you. Now, if you got a little block or padding underneath your seat, you're going to move that off to the side. Your right leg is on top. Send your left leg back toward the mirrors, coming into a pigeon on the right side. So bottom leg just slides back behind you. Look at there, how easy that is. Inhale, lift the head and chest, pull the right hip back. Then exhale, fold forwards and breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Walk the hands back. Tuck the left toes under. Exhale, stepping back to a downward facing dog. Left side on your own. Begin. See, but you realized you missed it. That's what's important. It doesn't matter that you missed it. It's that you realize you missed it. Because see, I'm sitting here watching, and I'm like, oh, I see where. Oh, you skipped. Oh, you went backwards. You can't forward. You know. So remember, you did the bind, Veronique. Oh, there you go. Don't forget. I don't want you to be lopsided when you leave. You'll be crooked on the left. All right. And as you finish up, we'll all meet in a down dog. Good for you. Good for you. Everybody did excellent. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale the knees, the chest, the chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the seat to the heels, come into a child's seat. So the reason why I like that, the first time I ever experienced that, I experienced it with my yoga teacher, Sharon Gannon, who created Jiva Mukti Yoga. And she did something similar. She didn't do it for the same reason, but like with the same focus, our Dharma talk, but she did it talking about memory. And of course, this does talk about memory too. But one of the things that I like about it within the context of reincarnation is when we think about reincarnation, we tend to let our imagination run wild, and we turn it into something that's very exotic. And, we all think that probably we were Cleopatra or Mark Anthony or both. But in reality, karma means action. And if you take a human birth over and over again, there's probably a lot of mundane karmas that you will do over and over and over again. And so there was a kind of thing about like doing, how many times did you do Warrior One, right? And you just kept having to do Warrior One over and over and over again. Well, if you come back as a human birth, you have to deal with family over and over and over again. That has to be the foundation of your life. Interlace the fingers together. Bring the elbows a little close together. Place the head on the floor behind the wrist crease. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees up. Walk the feet forward. You can go to the wall. I don't mind if you go to the wall. Bring the hips over the shoulders. You can stay in dolphin. Bring the knees into the chest. Heels toward the seat. Half headstand. You can stay there. Bring the legs toward the sky. Full headstand. So there are probably karmas that no matter if you're the king or you're the beggar, you're going to have to experience those same karmas over and over again, lifetime after lifetime. You got to deal with the beings around you. You got to deal with community. You got to deal with politics. You got to deal with money. You've got to deal with home. You got to deal with a job. Probably have to deal with the boss, or you got to be the boss. So that cycle that we did where we kept doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and just adding on 2 asanas. Because Krishna also kind of points to Arjuna and tells him that as you advance on these lifetimes, you're keep making little spiritual steps forward, maybe 1 or 2 steps per day, foot by foot, step by step. And that's kind of what we did in the Vinyasa. You had to repeat things over and over and over again, but you kept making a little advancement towards something greater. And that's kind of the intellectual side of reincarnation, and intellectualizing it and not just exoticizing it and making it fantastical and magical, but kind of like, well, how am I going to deal differently in this lifetime with some of the struggles that I had the first lifetime? Or every time I come into Warrior 1, is it going to be a big thud when I step my foot forward and I'm going to struggle to come up into a Warrior 1 every time? So you remember, the sadhana brings back the memory of the past lives and past struggles, and you try to work out those karmas, those actions. Very interesting. This is when, your yoga asana becomes more than just a physical exercise. It really becomes part of the spiritual journey that you're making. That's 12 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale 12. Inhale. Exhale 11. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 6 or 7. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come down and rest in child's seat. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Reaching the arms forward, tucking the toes under, pressing the hands. Come back to a downward facing dog. If you were at the wall, you want to stay there, that's fine. I don't mind. If you want to come back to where you were, I don't mind. It's up to you. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale through bent elbows all the way onto the abdomen. Yep. Okay. Now, reach the arms alongside the body, squeeze the legs together, make one leg, a little shalabhasana, becoming a locust. On the inhale, lift the head, chest, legs, and arms. Shalabhasana, seat of the locust. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down and relax. And rock out the hips. Patanjali tells us in the Yoga Sutras that once we understand the Vinyasa Krama, and when he's saying the Vinyasa Krama, he's talking about reincarnation and the cycle of existence, that we understand our true purpose, what is at the end of the Vinyasa, that we become self-realized beings. We become divine ourselves. Bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles. And on the inhale, lift up. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Gently come down, release the feet. And rock out the hips. I've had so many debates with people of different spiritual traditions, like that. You know, the way I approach this is I'm like, I don't know. My end answer to all this is I have no idea. Therefore, I'm open to any ideas about how this works. But some people want to make it very dogmatic. Well, why? If you're divine, then why would you have to go through this? Because it would mean that you would be perfect if you were divine. And I say, I don't know. I'm not the head divine guy. So I don't know why the divine would want us to go through this cycle over and over and over again to learn something from. I have no idea. But that's what I think. I think that it's a lab, that life is a lab, and we're here to learn something. If we don't learn it, we have to keep coming back. Just like if you don't get everything in the 3rd grade, you're supposed to repeat it. Bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles until you get it. On your inhale, lift up. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Come down, relax, and breathe. But you know, I may be shocked the day I drop dead and find out that it's only one life, and I either got the pearly gates or the hell mouth sitting in front of me. But I'm not going to be shocked. If that happens, I'm not going to be shocked. Or if just nothing happens, what if you just die and like there's just nothing there? I'm not going to be shocked. Because here again, I think these are all theories and ideas that we're trying to explain what happens when we leave the vehicle. Bring the hands next to the chest. On the inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lift the right leg up into down dog split. Now exhale, bring the right knee into the chest, bring the shoulders over the wrist, move the right knee a little bit toward the left, lay the right leg down, send the left leg back for a second pigeon. However, you're going to do this one as a back bend instead of a forward fold. If you need to put a little padding underneath the right hip, do so you're not leaning to the right. Now walk the hands back so the shoulders are over the hips. Step 1. Step 2, bend the left knee and with the left hand, reach back, hold on to the inside of the left ankle. Stay there if you want to. Step 3, slide the left foot up toward the left elbow crease. You can stay there. Then, if you would like to go further, lift the right arm up, bend the right elbow, and interlace the fingers behind the left ear, coming into Raja Kapot Asana, the king pigeon. Good. Inhale. This looks good. Exhale 1. Inhale. You don't struggle with this one so much. Exhale 2. You must have been a king pigeon at one time. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Gently release the fingers. Let the left foot slide down the forearm, putting the left foot on the ground. Then place the hands on the ground, pushing the hands, step back to a downward facing dog. Good for you. On the inhale, lift the left leg up into a down dog split. Exhale, bring the left knee into the chest, bring the shoulders over the wrists, move the left knee a little bit to the right, lay the left thigh and shin down. Send the right leg straight back. Here again, set up if you need a little padding underneath the left hip because your piriformis is tight. Find grounding before you go any further. Then walk the hands back so the shoulders are over the hips. Then bend the right knee, reach back, grab the inside of the right ankle. Then, if you want to, let the right foot slide up the forearm to the elbow crease. Then, if you want to go a little further, lift the left hand up, bend the left elbow, and reach back and interlace the fingers behind the right ear. There. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Gently release the fingers. Let the right foot slide down the forearm. Gently place the right foot on the ground. Place the hands down. Tuck the right toes under. Step back to a downward facing dog. Good for you. On the inhale, come forward to plank. And exhale through bent elbows all the way onto the abdomen. Roll over onto the back. Bend the knees, touch the heels with the fingertips. Feet and knees are in line with each other, so you're kind of about 2 fists apart. On the inhale, lift the hips, the lower, the middle back, clasp the hands together in a fist. Half bridge, Setu Bandha Asana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Release the hands. Come down the middle back, the lower back, and the hips. From here, you can stay in this half bridge. You can come into supported half bridge. If you would like to experience Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward bow seat. Place the hands next to the head, elbows toward the ceiling, fingers toward the shoulders. On the inhale, lift the body off the floor. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Good, everybody. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the chin and the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Windshield wiping the knees back and forth. That feels good to you. We're going to do that one again 2 more times. Place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, come back up. Exhale 1. Push me away from here. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Last time, place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, come up. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the chin to the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Good for you, everybody. Bring the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. I would encourage people of whatever spiritual tradition you're from, don't ever just accept the answers that you were given as a child. Ask why. Ask how. and ask what if. Now, you will upset a lot of people in power when you do that in the spiritual traditions, but you have every right to ask. And if they can't tell you, or they get angry, phew, leave them behind, because they shouldn't get angry about any questions. Bring the knees over to the left, extend the right arm out, look over the right shoulder, twisting. That's one of the things that I do love about Sanatana Dharma, or what we call Hinduism, is Sanatana Dharma encourages the practitioner to ask hard questions of the guru or the teacher. Krishna says that to Arjuna. He says, if you don't ask me questions, I can't guide you. You have to ask intelligent, well thought out, sincere questions. And I will guide you if you do that. If you ask me silly questions, I'm going to give you silly answers. I'm paraphrasing what he says, but he does basically say that. So always ask, what would happen if? Bring the knees into the chest and go to the other side. It doesn't mean that you're giving up your spiritual tradition, but you are diving deeper into it. You know, what is the thought process? And most of us practice some kind of spiritual practice that is at least 2,000 to 3,000, 5,000 years old. A lot of people put a lot of time and effort into thinking those things out. Don't just accept those answers that people give you. Question them, because that's what your ancient ancestors did. They questioned to come up with the theories themselves. Your ancient relatives would be very happy that you're questioning. It's your modern relatives that don't want you questioning the dogma and the authority. Bring the knees into the chest, give the knees a little hug. Bring the forehead toward the knees, rock forward, rock forward and back, and rock forward and back. Spin yourself around, extend the legs out in front of you. Dorsiflex the feet, lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. And breathe, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend both the knees. Place the heels where the knees were. Feet about hips width distance apart. Hands behind you 6 to 8 inches. On the inhale, lift the hips into tabletop. Exhale, let the head go back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bring the chin and the chest, come down, open up the knees, bring the feet together, pull the heels a little closer to the pubic bone. Using the thumbs, peel the feet open like you're peeling open a book. Then exhale, fold forward, seat of the cobbler. Everybody should be a cobbler in their lifetimes too, I think. Inhale. No more cheap molded shoes. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Inhale, lift the head and chest. And from here, you have choices. You can just lay down on the back, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining cobbler. You can bring legs up the wall and Viparina Karani. Or you can come into shoulder stand, Salamba, Sarvagasana. I was going to show you how to use those blankets. Yeah, propping it out. Like a lot of people don't prop, but if you want that little bit of, trying to get that little bit of, yeah. So put the shoulders here and the head here. Perfect. Now put the hands on the floor, and notice how now we're not putting any pressure here. Lift the legs all the way over. Yeah. And then clasp the hands together in a fist, and then put the hands here on the bra strap, a little lower than you usually do, if you can. You got to move toward the window. Yeah, mirrors to do that. Now lift the legs up. Doesn't that feel different? And you made a little space, is what it is. You've actually made space where when the back of the neck's on the floor, there's nowhere to go. And you actually are putting, when you don't use a prop, you are actually putting a little contact pressure in the cervical spine. But some people, they just, and I'm not totally insistent that people use a prop for shoulder stand, but it makes a big difference when you do. If I do shoulder stand without it, I'm like a C shape. Let's since everybody's in shoulder stand, let's add a little variation to this one. So take your feet out and your heels together like you're in position 1 of a ballet class. So legs are going to be extended for a moment, heels together, and external rotation of the thighs. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale, extend the legs. Exhale 3, now move the feet apart like a ballet dancer. Exhale 4, yep, inhale. Exhale 5, now bend your knees and bring your feet together, making a diamond shape with your legs. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5. Now put more weight into your cranial, your skull. Then take your hands from your back and put your palms on the front of your thighs. So reach up and get your elbows off the ground. So that's how you start to balance in just a Sarvangasana, or unsupported shoulder stand. You just lift your elbows and upper arms off the ground and put your hands on your thighs, just finding that balance on your shoulder blades and your head. Yeah. Then bring your knees together and put your feet on the floor behind the head. And take your hands behind your back and clasp your hands together in a fist, going back to halasana. See, you're getting it. That's how you kind of play with it. And then bend the knees, bring the knees alongside the ears, hold on the back of the knee joint, Karnapidasana, ear pressure. And then place the hands on the floor away from the shoulders, come down slowly till your hips are on the floor. Good for you. Then once your hips are on the floor, lift your torso up, unfold your mat, move the blanket off to the side. Then push into the elbows, puff up the chest, come onto the top of the head, fish. If you're in legs up the wall, you want to do fish with us, you can stay there on legs up the wall. So now you just get to have a little life as a fish. Then from here, press into the elbows, Bring the chin into the chest. Start to lift the torso up. And let's come down for Shavasana. And so here again, there's many cycles within the Vinyasa practice or the Vinyasa sadhana. But then there's the major ending of the cycle, which is Shavasana. So yes, a sun salutation is a cycle. Standing asanas are a cycle. Back bending is a cycle. But now the big cycle has ended. And so this is the connection to the Param Brahma, that idea of the absolute. So laying down, allow the body to become heavy, letting go of Mula Bandha, and allow the breath just to breathe the body. And close the eyes and just let the energy, the Shakti of the sadhana just vibrate within you, letting it kind of calm down. Yesterday I described Shavasana as like, you brought water up to a great boil and you've turned off the heat. The water is still boiling hot, but it's not bubbling anymore. And it cools naturally. And that's what's happening. There's a natural cooling process that's happening. Shavasana. Gently start to deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath, make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms overhead and stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. Draw the knees into the chest, give the knees a little hug, and gently roll over to the right side. And pressing the left palm into the earth, lift the torso up and come up to a seated position. For meditation, you can come back and sit in Virasana if you wish. You can also sit in Lotus. You can sit in Sukhasana. You just want to find a seat that you can sustain. And once you found that seat, close the eyes. Allow the breath to deepen, having breath awareness. And draw the senses inward, focus the mind. And so you applying the mantra "so hum," I am. As you inhale, silently chant "so." And as you exhale, silently chant "hum." I am is the ocean of awareness, as Sri Brahmananda says. Inhaling deeply, exhaling everything out. Inhale for the sound of Om externally. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra, bowing the head slightly to meet the hands, giving thanks and praise for the teachers and teachings of yoga from the past, the present, and still teachers and teachings yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Thank you both, everybody online. And I will see everybody soon.